are using the Frogotter education system, and today we're doing N017 square numbers. The equipment we need is the counters, and my special guest is... Me! Hey, Mouse! Okay, Mr. Mouse. Okay, now we've got the counters out. Can you tell me what shape the counters are? They are indeed squares. Now, could you lay 4 squares together to make one big square?
The square.
That's right. Brilliant. Can you lay 9 squares? I'll count them out for you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, could you leave that as a big square? Not unmake it.
The huge square.
If we could leave that big square, we'll move that to the one corner like that. I'd like you to see if you can make a square out of 9 counters now.
Okay, so I'll just make 4, 2, 4, 2, 2, 5, 2, 5, and 2, 2, 5, and take away 1.
Well, that's not a square, that's a rectangle with a bit stuck on. Can you make them into a square shape? Squares have
3
all...
by 3. Will it be 3 by 3?
It will be, yes. Squares have all the sides the same length, don't they?
Indeed. Except that last one.
Yes. So if we could make a square out of the 9 counters.
Squarezilla.
There you go, that's a square out of 9 counters. That's really good. Okay, I'm gonna move the squares over here actually, because I want you to have enough space. Because what I'd like you to do... Oh right, sorry, I need to talk to you first. It says...
Make a 4 by 4.
Well, yeah, but first we were just going to point out that 4 and 9 are square numbers. 2 times 2 is 4, so a number times by itself makes 4, that's why 4 is a square number. 3 times 3 is 9, so 9 is a square number because it's a different number times by itself. So can you find the next square number? And you're right, you already told us it was going to be 4 by 4. So can you make 4 by 4?
Or rather, it's going to be 8.
Well, is 4 by 4 8?
No.
Okay, so if you can lay out the 4 by 4 square, that would be great.
That's twice 2 by 2. I'll do 1 4 across.
Okay. As long as you get your 4 by 4 square in the end. You're making like a jigsaw, you're doing the edges first and working your way into the middle.
That's the 4 by 4 round. Next.
Do you want me to move your milk? I'm a bit worried about you knocking that with your elbow.
Next, the inner 4.
Super mega square.
Well done! Okay, so this is the little one and this is the big one. I like that, they're the same colour, aren't they? Okay, so we've got a 4 by 4 square. Do you know how many counters are in this one? How many counters are in this square? Can you count them? Or do you know?
Was it 14?
It's not 14, no.
17?
Close, but no.
19?
Shall we count them? So you knew what 2 4s were. What was 2 4s?
8.
Brilliant. So we can
Double 8.
So we can start from the 8. So what comes next?
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
So how many were there?
16!
16. So the square numbers go 4, 9, 16. Now we're going to move this one slightly to one side. There we go. I'd like to make the next square. So the next square is going to be 5 by 5. So if we take...
And we can't do it just one number anymore.
So if we take this like this, then I can make all the rows 5. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
And to make the whole square 5 by 5, I then put one more 5 at the top. Do you see? So now it's 5 by 5. How many counters have we got all together to make 5 squared?
16 and...
You can just add the new ones. So you can start from the number after 16.
16 and 10?
No, start from the number after 16 and count them.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
Not 26. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Mm-hmm. Did I ruin the holiday again?
No, it's not ruined at all. You've just miscounted. When you count counters, it can be a good idea to make sure you touch each one and you go in a nice line and then you don't miss any. So, or count one twice, is what you did. Okay, so 5 times 5 is 25. So now we need to do 6 times 6. Now, did you see what I did about putting the edge around? Do you think you can do that to turn this into a 6 by 6 square?
So I'll add another
Now you've made one row 6. Good. Now 2 of the rows are 6. 3 6s. 4 6s. 5 6s. But we want 6 6s. So what should we do? Oh, move this out the way so it's all the counters. There you go. Oh, that's it. You've got this already.
We could have done this with all of them. I think it.
Well, that's true, but
Is there any one?
well, this isn't quite a square. So what do we need to? Did you say you need one more? Yes, that's right. You do. Okay.
I'm wondering if I need.
So remember, 5 times 5 is 25. So what's 6 times 6? Can you add on the next bit? Add on the new counters.
Add on the
New counters, yeah.
one. What was the first one?
5 times 5 is 25. So we start with the number after 25.
26,
Mhm.
27,
Mhm.
28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36.
That's right. 6 times 6 is 36.
36.
Are you confident about moving on to 7 times 7?
Could we do this again?
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice idea.
It's a really nice visual way of showing the square numbers, yeah.
No, it's adding this kind of armor bit.
It looks like you're adding armour. I like that.
Looks a lot like I'm adding.
Oh.
Oh,
Cool armour to the square, that's good.
it becomes more and more.
Now, can you remember what 6 times 6 is?
No.
6 times 6 is 36. Can you now work out 7 times 7?
37,
Mhm.
38, 39,
Mhm.
40, 41.
No. This is the problem again with not touching the counters. Okay. Try not to pause between numbers so that you can make sure you don't miss any. So start with 37 and make sure you tap each
37,
one.
38, 39,
Mhm.
40, 41, 42,
Mhm.
43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49.
That's right. And 7 times 7 is indeed 49.
Wow. That's cool.
It is quite cool. So can you remember what 7 times 7 is?
49.
Good. So shall we do 8 times 8 now? Okay, don't knock it. It's quite a pretty pattern. I know, but just hitting it is going to make it fly everywhere.
That looked even cooler. The first one just fused.
Oh no, we're out of blues. Shall we use some reds? Okay, so we had 49. So let's count. What comes after 49? 50.
50.
51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. So what do you think 8 times 8 is?
64.
It is indeed 64.
I'm confused now.
Okay,
No, you cannot confuse.
if you break it, then we won't be able to do the next lines. Do you want to do the next lines? Okay, so we've got 8 times 8, so it's time to do 9 times 9. You're using greens? Okay. Oh, careful. Oh, no. This is getting a bit more fiddly, isn't it?
This is getting bigger and bigger. The coolest armor on.
And now we're out of greens. Let's use yellows.
That is just. This is.
Okay. So can you remember what 8 times 8 was?
Nope.
It was 64. So let's find out 9 times 9. 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81! And 9 times 9 is indeed 81. And it's a beautiful, beautiful pattern. Thank you very much for joining us. I hope we'll see you again.